Yo, what's up guys? In today's video, there's some huge news about Lauri Markkanen wanting to stay in Chicago and re-sign or sign an extension. But before I get into that, make sure you guys go over to my community tab and vote if you want the Chicago Bulls to extend Lauri Markkanen or not, and why, or leave any comments or questions below that, and of course this video. But yeah, let's just jump into today's video, because today's video has a lot of news about Lauri Markkanen, and it's going to be a big topic this offseason whenever that begins. And it's going to be an interesting topic for the Bulls' future. You know, Lauri Markkanen was talking to the media a few days ago, and of course they brought up his contract extension, because right now, or whenever the offseason begins, officially, he is eligible for a contract extension with the Chicago Bulls. And for this upcoming season, Lauri Markkanen is making almost $7 million a year, and after this season, his contract is up. You know, whenever the offseason begins, we can possibly extend him if he wants to, and the Bulls can come to an agreement with him. I'm going to be honest, I really don't see it happening this offseason, because Lauri Markkanen's last year was it was just a down year for him, and the injuries, and of course Jim Boylen didn't help. And then the Bulls also don't have a lot of money this offseason, and next offseason's a huge offseason for us. So whatever, the Bulls' new front office really got to figure out what they want to do. You know, like I said, Lauri Markkanen is set to make about $7 million this year, and he's going to be a restricted free agent next offseason. So if the Bulls don't extend him this offseason, no matter what, we can bring him back. You know, next offseason he has a qualifying offer of $9 million a season, and like I said, if he doesn't accept that qualifying offer, and maybe some team pays him a little bit more, the Bulls of course have a chance to match it and bring him back if we want to. You know, I like Lauri Markkanen. I've always been high on him. You know, last season was really rough for him, but I've always been high on Lauri Markkanen. He has a lot of skills that a lot of big men in this league don't really have. The only thing that sucks is I don't know what the new front office, how much they value Lauri Markkanen and what they want his price tag to be at. But I do see, of course, next offseason the Bulls are projected to have 2 max contracts available, and that's going to be a big offseason for us, especially if we can sign some big name free agents. But the only thing is, if we do that, I really don't see the Bulls re-signing or extending Lauri Markkanen unless it's for cheap. You know, this next season's really going to determine what Lauri Markkanen wants to be known for in this league and how much he wants to get paid. Because say Lauri Markkanen goes out, balls out, puts up 20 points, 10 rebounds a game, shooting amazing from 3, you know, I'd give him a decent contract, especially because the Bulls have never signed a big name free agent, even though we do have 2 slots for him. You know, like I said, definitely leave any comments or questions below about this topic. It's really interesting. The only thing that I can see happening is the Bulls getting too cocky, thinking we could sign 2 big name free agents, and us whiff out and don't sign anyone, and then also miss out on Lauri Markkanen. Who knows though? I mean, Lauri Markkanen did say the other day he does want to stay in Chicago long term. You know, earlier this season, I'd say around January or February, there was a lot of rumors about Lauri Markkanen not being happy, especially with the Bulls' offense and our pretty much just a whole organization in front office. And back then, some rumors came out saying Lauri Markkanen wanted to leave Chicago if, big changes didn't happen. Thankfully, big changes did happen. Of course, if you want Lauri Markkanen to stay in Chicago and you're high on him. And Casey Johnson kind of talked to him about the extension talks, and Lauri Markkanen said the professional thing. He said he's going to leave extension talks to his agent. I'm sure the Bulls and his agent are going to talk a little bit this offseason, but like I said, I really don't see us coming to an agreement, especially with how the Jimmy Butler contract extension went. You know, Jimmy took a bet on himself and then got paid or whatever, and then we traded him. You know, the Bulls really don't hand out extensions. I mean, our new front office could possibly change that. Who knows? I mean, Lauri Markkanen's value is at an all-time low right now, so I would extend him for pretty cheap or average right now. I feel like that would be smart, because no matter what, I believe Lauri Markkanen is going to bounce back this season and have a great year. And say he just has another mediocre year, you know, I'd still re-sign him for cheap, because Lauri Markkanen, I mean, I already see a bunch of teams are interested in trading for him and are really high and interested in him. You know, Lauri Markkanen is going to shine in some of these offenses, these new era offenses in this new basketball era, because all the offenses are kind of going to 3-point shooting, stretch big men, and Lauri Markkanen is the perfect example for that. You know, I kind of talked about it in my last video just saying like Lauri Markkanen would play so well in the Houston Rockets offense. Of course, they got rid of like Mike D'Antoni, so who knows what they're going to do. But either way, Markkanen would fit great with a lot of teams. A lot of teams want a stretch big man that's a great three-point shooter. So like I said, it's going to be a difficult offseason. Definitely go vote on my poll if you guys want the Bulls to extend Lauri Markkanen or slash like re-sign him or whatever you want to call it. I do, but I want to hear what you guys have to say about it. And another reason why I'm really high on Lauri Markkanen is because not only is he more than a three-point shooter, you know, we didn't really see it much of last season because Jim Boylen made him just like pretty much Channing Frye, just a three-point shooter, just a spot-up shooter. But Lauri Markkanen, you know, he's really happy with the Billy Donovan coaching hire. And Billy Donovan talked to Lauri Markkanen, you know, they haven't talked that much. I'm sure they're going to, of course, get to know each other more. But Billy Donovan really puts his players in great positions for them to succeed and become the best player available. And Lauri Markkanen said he talked to Billy Donovan and he told him how like he wants himself to get more like get into the action more. You know, coming off more ball screens. You know, pick and popping, more pick and rolls with Coby White and Zach LaVine. And Lauri Markkanen, you know, this really makes me happy as a Bulls fan. Of course, Lauri Markkanen still needs to put on some more muscle. He needs to get stronger. I hate to say it, but he instantly talked about posting up more with Billy Donovan and just being more involved. So that's really cool. But Lauri Markkanen did kind of say this last season, and this is his biggest like con, I'd say. Like Lauri Markkanen is a great scorer. He's a great shooter, but he's too good of a teammate. He's too nice of a guy. He needs to demand the ball more. Either way, Lauri Markkanen said he's really excited to work with Billy Donovan. Obviously, they haven't met in person yet, but he said he's got a good feeling out of our like one conversation they had. So that makes me really happy to see that Lauri Markkanen is already happy with all the new changes. Hopefully, the Bulls can re-sign him for an average deal. Unless if he breaks out, you know, I wouldn't mind overpaying a little bit for him because he's still super young and has a lot of potential in this league. Even though Lauri Markkanen is too nice of a guy, he is a very professional player, you know. Lauri Markkanen was working out the day Jim Boylen got fired. You know, I hate to keep talking about Jim Boylen, but I had to just include this because it just shows how good of a guy Lauri Markkanen is. You know, Lauri Markkanen and Jim Boylen had a lot of beef and problems throughout the season. You know, Jim Boylen just didn't use him correctly, but Lauri Markkanen still texted him that day or called him or whatever and wished him the best moving forward. And he also said he thinks a change in his usage can help him and can also look inward for his struggles last season. So, like I said, Markkanen loves the Billy Donovan hire. I believe Billy Donovan is going to put Markkanen in the best position to succeed. I hope he breaks out next season. We see like the old Lauri Markkanen. You know, definitely go vote on my poll, like I said. Join my Bulls group chat and definitely leave any comments or questions below today's video talking about this very interesting topic. You know, I want Lauri Markkanen back on the Bulls, but say he gets overpaid or like a max contract, I don't think the Bulls can do that. Unless if he completely balls out this next offseason. So who knows, man. I'm really excited. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good one.